Ho, ho, ho. Merry SFGs, fam. If you don't know what SFGs are, sick effing gains. Welcome back to Extra Thirsty. Santa Swolio is here to help bring you some of those gains. Now, if you're brand new to Extra Thirsty, ding a ding a ding a ding. If you're brand new, make sure that you check all the links in the description because Papa Swolio's got the best box in the game. Nothing beats my description box, but also check out that bottom bar, the Daily Swole. If you love this type of content, trust me, I go live every single day. You don't want to miss out on Papa and the Swole fam over on the Daily Swole. And the best part is not only do I go live here on YouTube every day on the Daily Swole, you can subscribe and bang your ear holes with Papa Swolio and the fam over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and literally everywhere that you like to consume your podcasts. If you're one of those weirdos that doesn't use Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I mean, who are you? Use Castbox or Stitcher or one of those? No, I love you too. You can go over there too. Settle down, Matt. Settle down. We haven't started yet. We got to get into this post. But before we do, reminder that we got the Black Swole Week specials. Early access ends tomorrow night. Depends on when you're watching this video, but make sure you go check out swolenormousx.com because if you want to take control of your fitness and your gym is closing and you're locked down, all that stuff, Papa Swolio and the Swole fam, we're crushing it every day. We had a big 2020. We're going to have an even bigger 2021. Make sure you check out those special offers, best offers of the year right now, swolenormousx.com. That's swolenormousx.com. Y'all, you're going to love these specials.
Wow.
Yeah, you're going to absolutely love them. Okay, let's get into today's post. We're talking thin shaming and male privilege.
How dare you?
Oh my God, you know this is going to be juicy. Let's read through this Duke post. Thin shaming does exist, but most of it is rooted in thin and other privileges. You gotta love how, and those other ones, all those privileges out there, just those privileges that you find under the couch, between the cushions, next to the old, gum wrappers and, pistachio shells. Male privilege, for instance, encourages thin shaming of women because negging? Negging? You mean nagging? Where's this? Who makes this stuff? Who can't? Negging means they've got the upper hand. Is that a word? Negging? You learn something new every day. Is that something new? All right, you have to drop that in the comments down below. That doesn't make any, I don't understand what that means. Okay? I don't understand what that means.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
If that means something, if it's not nagging, if negging, sounds like another N word to me. Means I've got the upper hand, and it encourages thin shaming of men because of the perception of muscular bulkiness being a more masculine trait. Okay. If you have no idea what I just said, that's okay, because I don't either. I have no idea what that means, and this will probably be a 2-hour video if I try to reread it over and over again. I'm literally looking at this for the first time. I do that on purpose. That way we both react to it together. Let's just keep on reading because my mind just exploded. I literally just, it's oozing out. Luckily I got the Santa Swolio hat on because it's catching my brain from, it's holding it in. Like these headphones, you might think this is to hear the audio and to make sure the sound's coming through okay. This is to keep my brain inside my skull because if I take this off, it's just going to ooze straight out. All my IQ is just gone. I'm going to full Gump if I...
My name's Forrest Gump.
So, all right. Thin privilege encourages thin shaming. Thin privilege encourages thin shaming because it creates an oppressive dynamic. Oh, that oppression. Oh, those oppression. Are they going to change the name of wheat thins? Because that's like thin privilege, wheat thins. You're offending me, wheat thins. Why can't you be wheat fats? Too soon? The oppressed, frustrated with privileged people getting unearned advantages, sometimes vent their frustration by lashing back at the privileged. Some thin people claim that thin shaming proves thin privilege doesn't exist. Some thin people claim that thin shaming proves thin privilege doesn't exist when in fact it does exactly the opposite. Oh my God. Freedom is slavery. War is peace. Man, this Orwellian nonsense, this doublespeak is blowing my mind apart. Oh my God. Man, another one for
Matt Damon.
You went full retard, man.
Fat privilege isn't a thing. Okay, well, I mean, 50% of the population is obese, so I mean, being fat certainly is a thing. Fat privilege, you do have fast food on every corner. I mean, we're giving you every ability to stay fat and get fatter by the moment. Fat privilege isn't a thing. Thin people aren't oppressed by any stretch. And any shaming they get is rooted in thin or other privileges. Our Tito life? I don't even know. Okay, what in the actual...
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh, God. Can you imagine being a human being that thinks this way? Can you imagine having thoughts that lead to this kind of text? This is a great lesson for everyone, because if you come across this doublespeak, this is very similar to all the anti-everything, all this privilege, all this oppression, all this supremacy, every aspect, this is the woke nonsense. This is what is infecting. I've said this many times. This is the real virus. This is the real virus that needs to be stricken from our society, because you can't make sense of this. And again, the reason why this whole post makes zero sense is because it's supposed to make zero sense. It's supposed to confuse you, so you bend a knee and you bend over and you take it like a good boy or girl, because they're ramming it. And they're going to keep on ramming it until you say, okay. Well, I don't say okay. I think this is absolute ridiculous insanity. It does not make any sense. If you can't explain whatever you're trying to say in a sentence, seriously, if you can't say what you want to say in a sentence, you don't understand it well enough. You can't distill it down enough. What this person wants to say is, my feelings, I'm so sad and everyone's mean to me and I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know what I want to do in my life and oh my God, what am I? My show ended on Netflix. There's nothing to watch. That's what this person is saying. Let's read the bold parts again, because I'm not going to put this on you again. I'm not going to put myself through this again. Thin shaming does exist, but most of it is rooted in thin and other privileges. So thin shaming exists rooted in thin and other privileges. You got to love it. You got to love the other and all the et ceteras and stuff that they throw out there. Because if you make it just those other things I'm not going to mention. Well, what are they? List the logic here. I'm waiting for some logic. I'm waiting for some common sense. The oppressed, frustrated with privileged people. So the oppressed are frustrated with privileged people getting unearned advantages. Sometimes vent their frustration. The oppressed vent their frustration by lashing back at the privileged. You mean people whose feelings are hurt and people that don't take personal responsibility are lashing. Of course, people that are trying to say, don't hurt my feelings and protect me. And you're mean, you're a mean person, you're a mean white male or whatever it is. Fat privilege isn't a thing, nor should it be. Why would you have there's no thin privilege either. There's no thin privilege. Everyone that thinks that there's thin privilege, that doesn't exist. It straight up doesn't exist. With thin privilege, you mean society. You mean people that take care of their health. Okay. So 50% of the population is obese. And I've talked about this on the Daily Swole. So again, look at the bar down below, subscribe to Daily Swole channel, go live every day. Check out the Daily Swole podcast. It's available everywhere, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and so forth. If you take care of your health, okay, you're not going to be obese. Being obese is preventable. The reason why people are suffering with so many health complications from other things, the 19, you know what I'm talking about, it's because of these comorbidities like obesity. Okay, 30 to 40,000 people a month die from obesity-related issues. Okay, that is 360,000 to 480,000 a year. Okay, everyone's freaking out about the 250 that that have succumbed to the 19. I don't want anyone to get sick and unhealthy and die, of course. But hey, I wonder if some of those had to do with metabolic disease and metabolic dishealth. It absolutely does. Okay. But no one talked about obesity before, and no one's talking about it now. The number one thing you can control is your metabolic health and what you put in your body. But there shouldn't be fat privilege. There should not be. What, bigger chairs, bigger airplane seats? You know, what, you want like a boat? Just a freaking, I mean, what do you want, a barge to take you to work every day? I mean, what we're doing, the problem is we are accommodating everyone's feelings. We're accommodating average. We're accommodating below average rather than helping lift people up, and not just lift people up, not that nonsense, but giving people, creating this environment in our society where people are inspired to step up to the plate and take care of themselves. Like, man, if you're not taking care of yourself, you want everyone to take, you want all these handouts, you want people to take care of you and make sure that your feelings aren't hurt. Well, if you're obese, that's your responsibility. Why are you stuffing your face with garbage food? Why should everyone change because you don't take care of your health? This is not good for our community. It's not good for our society. It's not good for our families. It's not good for people. Fat privilege should never be a thing. There's no thin privilege. Thin people aren't oppressed. You mean human beings that move and don't overeat and overindulge in crap? There's a reason why if you are so obese you can't fit into a chair, in an airplane seat, into a car. That's not the car manufacturer's problem. That's not the chair manufacturer's problem. It's made for humans. Okay? If you're 7 foot tall and you're way beyond the scope of just the bell curve, the standard deviation, you're not going to fit under doorways. Doesn't mean they're going to make doorways that go 15 feet high just to accommodate the off chance as someone who's 7'5", that minute bowl or shack shows up at your house. Okay? Same thing with machines at the gym. Not everyone can use them. If you're 400 pounds, you're not going to fit well on a machine for you might rub the sides because you are way out of the realm of what a human being normally is and should be. That's on you to change. That's not on everyone to bend over backwards. Okay? You're not entitled to having your taint rubbed and your feelings massaged at every turn. Stop being a huge fucking pussy. Those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? My God. Drop a comment down below. Remember, hit the subscribe button right here on the Swolenormous channel, but also, because you get more thirst-quenching goodness all the time, but make sure you check out the Daily Swole. I go live every single day on the Daily Swole channel. Join Papa and the Swole fam for more posts like this, but also inspiration that literally flies in the face of this insanity. We had a doozy today. Today was ridiculously, I almost blew it destroyed me. It destroyed me. I'm surprised I'm making this video right now because it blew me apart. And also you can subscribe to Daily Swole, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Tell your friends, share this video because you need more people to see how stupid and idiotic this stuff is. Not enough people are talking out against it. And even though my videos get limited distribution, I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. All right. These people are insane. You're insane, gold member. Literally insane. Fuck yourself. So make sure you subscribe to Daily Swole Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell yo chillin' that Papa Swolio is going off. Having a good time over here. So yeah, check out swolenormousx.com. Join the Swole fam today. Check out the Black Swole Week specials and drop a comment down below what you think about this video. All the links in the description. Check out Swolenormous apparel, all the good stuff. Like I said, Papa Swolio, best box in the game. Merry Gainesmas. And I'll see you soon for some more thirst-quenching goodness. Peace the fuck out.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. Chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah. Whoa. My shit is relevant. Off topic. My melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element. No ollies. You children popping.